think Foursquare is just for kids? Well, not anymore. A group is meeting in Central Square, Cambridge at the YWCA every other Sunday to play together. I'm sure not many of you know that the Cambridge League, called Square 4, are world champions seeking to defend their title for a second year in a row. Last year, the group went to Maine and took home a team trophy, a ladies' trophy, and another trophy for a special small ball Foursquare game. This year, the team will head up to Maine again in order to defend their titles.
I just have to say that I'm glad I could come to Maine and hand out some pink slips.
Foursquare is the original playground game you grew up to know and love. A large square is drawn into 4 smaller squares numbered 1 through 4. Square 4 is the top square and begins the round by serving to square 1. Players must return any ball bounced in their square, and failure to do so means you're out. Then, all the other players rotate and move up a square. Foursquare is a game played all over the US, and it's hard to know who came up with the original Foursquare rules. But each playground seems to have its own rules. Here in Cambridge, there's classic Foursquare, and then any combination of special rules. Special rules are determined by the person in Square 4 at the beginning of each round. These special rules include blackjack, underhand only, body language, and double taps. Blackjack is catching a ball before it bounces in a square. If you catch it, you get the last person who hit it out. Underhand only is just like it sounds. Players can only return balls in an underhand fashion. This technique can eliminate aggressive slapping maneuvers by other players. If you call body language, then you can use any part of your body to return the ball. That's your head, elbows, feet. Use your imagination. Double taps is a deceptive move that allows a player to hit the ball twice rather than just once prior to returning it. This allows a player to set up a return and choose an entirely different square to place it in. So what happens if there's a dispute on the court? Well, all disagreements are settled on the playground, and the winner is the one who's right. Now, let's go talk to some of these athletes and ask them a little bit about their strategies and their favorite rules for this season.
I am a fan of underhand only, where you can only hit it underhand because you gotta stay low and it keeps the big men from clobbering you all the time. And it makes the game faster and you have to get down and dive, streak. It's a lot harder.
I generally stay away from special rules because of the fact that I'm always afraid they're going to be used against me, and I always feel like there's a little bit too much irony when somebody calls a rule and then they're called out on it. So I usually avoid rules altogether. Generally, though, double taps, if somebody else calls it, is my favorite one to play because that gives you opportunity to set things up in ways that you can't otherwise set it.
So let's wish these players and the entire Square 4 League good luck this year as they head back to Maine to defend their titles this season. And if you'd like to join Square 4 or learn more about Foursquare, just visit them online at www.square4.org. And remember, the important part of the game is not winning, but how you play it. And these champions know what it takes. The healthy diet of team spirit, camaraderie, and nachos. Square 4, we salute you. This is You Are Here Sports, signing off.